Okay, are you just completely tired of typing the exact same AI prompts over and over again? You know the feeling, right? Staring at that blank chat box, desperately trying to remember that one perfect phrasing that got you those amazing results last time. Well, what if you could transform your AI sessions from a chaotic blank canvas chat into a highly structured physical command center? Welcome to our explainer on the Agent Cockpit. Today we're looking at a genuinely fascinating system that bridges physical hardware with advanced AI session management.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the Agent Cockpit system. Then, mapping the Stream Deck. Third, controlling AI sessions. 4 is content and deep work. 5, overcoming paralysis. And finally, number 6, winning combos. All right, section 1, the Agent Cockpit system, bridging hardware and AI.
So, the absolute crucial point here is understanding exactly what this playbook outlines. The Agent Cockpit isn't just some random list of shortcuts, it's an entire default Stream Deck profile made up of 50 numbered evergreen prompts that are organized super precisely across 7 distinct folders. And its main job? It completely owns the conversation with Claude. Rather than just asking an AI to, write an email or read this page, this whole hardware meets software setup commands Claude to actively manage the session. It forces it to orient, scope, verify, and hand off the work. It operates under the assumption that the AI actually has tools like your email, your calendar, your project files, and it puts those tools to work systematically. It's pretty amazing. Moving right along to section 2, mapping the Stream Deck, the physical layout for AI. Now, notice the distinct color language used on the home interface. The top row, in blue, gold, orange, and red, acts as your heavy-duty folders. That's Ops, Business, Content, and Deep Work. The bottom row handles momentum and meta enhancements. But check out right in the middle. That green row gives you instant access to your daily drivers. These are the 5 core prompts you're going to need constantly. By placing the folders on the perimeter and the core actions dead center, your physical muscle memory aligns perfectly with your digital workflow. It's a really smart layout. Section 3, controlling your AI sessions, how to manage friction and flow. Opening up that green Daily Drivers folder reveals the keys you'll be pressing literally every single day. The underlying theme here? Lifecycle control. You press Orient to establish exactly where a project is at. You hit One Thing when you just need the single most valuable next action, and you use Plan first before the AI touches any real files. It's a complete start-to-finish system to aim, verify, and close out sessions without endless typing. You are basically directing the AI's entire behavior with just a single tap. And here is a perfect tactical takeaway from this daily set. I mean, how often have you had 3 or more failed attempts with an AI, and it just keeps spitting out the exact same, slightly tweaked, useless answer? We've all been there. Well, pressing the unstick key fires this exact prompt. Propose the 3 most different approaches, not variations of the same idea. It instantly forces the AI out of its repetitive loop, demanding genuine lateral thinking. It is an absolutely massive time saver. All right, section 4, content and deep work hacks, focusing on high-leverage use cases. Let's open up the orange content folder. This is an entire engine designed specifically to speed up production. Honestly, my absolute favorite hack in here is the 1 to 5 button. Instead of just asking the AI to copy-paste your core idea across different platforms, this button commands the AI to take one single idea and repurpose it into 5 completely native formats. So it'll build an X thread, an Instagram carousel outline, a 45-second video script, a LinkedIn post, and a WhatsApp broadcast. Every single one is structurally rebuilt for its specific platform in your specific voice, all with one button press. It's like magic. Now, when you are making decisions that cost actual money or reputation, you're going to want to move to the red Deep Work folder. Just look at the contrast between these 2 brilliant prompts. The red team key commands Claude to attack your plan like a smart rival who actively wants it to fail. It hunts for your weakest assumptions and gives you the 2 fixes that actually matter most. On the flip side, the Steelman key forces the AI to find the strongest, most honest case for both sides of a divided decision, expressly banning any weak strawman arguments. You're basically using the deck to force the AI into rigorous, independent verification. Let's get into section 5, overcoming paralysis with momentum, the momentum folder. So we have all been there, right? Staring blankly at the screen, totally unable to start. Think about your own workflow for a second. How do you stop an AI from drifting into endless side quests? And maybe more importantly,
How do you force yourself to start when you are feeling completely stuck with blank canvas syndrome? Well, the Playbook solves this perfectly with the purple momentum folder. This is explicitly designed as the ADHD set. In this mode, Claude functions as your momentum partner. It's not about the AI doing the work for you, it's about managing the cognitive load of the work session itself so you can just keep moving forward. Let's look at two absolutely incredible buttons in this folder. The first one is Eat Frog. You know, when you are actively avoiding a specific task but just can't quite get over the hurdle, you press this, the prompt tells Claude to look at everything on your plate, name the frog, which is that vital task you're dodging, and then brilliantly it preps the very first step for you. It might prep a file or write the first rough draft. It literally makes starting trivial. And if you need some extreme focus, there is the body double button. You hit this, and Claude becomes a silent accountability partner for the next hour. You work, and Claude keeps a running checklist. Every time you message your progress, it checks it off and gives you the very next micro step, and absolutely nothing else. The prompt strictly limits the AI to a maximum of 2 lines per reply. No rambling, no distractions, just pure, focused momentum. Finally, Section 6, Winning Combos and Routines, Stringing it all together. The Playbook calls this specific routine the heavy day combo. When everything just feels urgently overwhelming, you don't panic, you run the sequence. First, you press Triage, which forces the AI to bucket all your incoming messages and tasks. Next, you press One Thing, forcing it to pick the absolute highest value move right now. Finally, you hit Time Box 25 to lock in and execute. It is such a perfect routine to instantly regain control of a chaotic morning.
Or consider the decision combo for bulletproof planning. Say you have a really tough choice to make. You press Compare or Steelman to lay out the options honestly. Once a clear winner emerges, you immediately press Red Team to attack that winning choice and find its flaws. Finally, you press Second Opinion, spawning a fresh, independent check of the math or the facts. By building a sequential workflow like this, your hardware buttons basically guarantee rigorous research every single time.
Now this might just be the most vital routine of all, the end-of-day sequence. You press Close to summarize what was accomplished and log your decisions, but then you press Handoff. This tells the AI to write a zero-memory bridge document. It operates on the assumption that tomorrow's AI chat will remember absolutely nothing. It writes down the goal, the current state, file paths, and any known traps. This way, nothing dies with the chat window. Your work perfectly bridges to the next day.
So we have covered a ton of ground today, all the way from the macro folder layout down to the brilliant psychological hacks in the momentum folder. So I will leave you with this question. Which of these routines, whether it's the heavy day triage, the native content engine, or that zero memory handoff, will you adapt for your own digital command center today? Start small, map out your most repetitive AI friction points, and start building your cockpit. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy building.